Item number SCP-6885. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. The beaches bordering the town of Baymont View, Virginia, are to be patrolled by rotating staff of no less than 2 Foundation guards at any given time, to prevent and catalog any unintentional or purposeful entries into SCP-6885. Description: SCP-6885 is an extra-dimensional space consisting of a narrow and seemingly endless beach, surrounded on either side by 2 oceans. The true size and length of the beach are currently unknown, as well as the nature of its 2 oceans. It is also currently unknown how one gains access to this anomaly, as the Foundation's only account of an entry into the space was unintentional. Foundation staff tasked with researching the anomaly theorize that there may be several specific steps one must take in order to gain access to the anomaly. However, Foundation agents assigned to SCP-6885 have yet to uncover these theoretical steps. 6885 also houses one additional sub-anomalous entity, a Lumulus polyphemus Atlantic horseshoe crab, capable of speech and, according to reports, significantly larger than average members of its species. SCP-6885 was discovered by researcher August during a short sabbatical in Baymont View. She was found by civilians wandering the beaches with no memory of the past day or her time spent inside the anomaly. On her cell phone were several recordings and 1 picture. The recordings were taken by August and served to document her time spent in the anomaly. They are transcribed below. Recording number 1. Discovery Log. When the recording starts, the camera is aimed toward the sand. When August speaks, she sounds out of breath. The sound of gentle waves lapping on shore can be heard in the background. August. All right. It's all right. Come on. You know what to do. You know exactly what to do. You've been trained for this. Just have to remember. Remember what they told you. It's going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. Just follow the steps. First. The camera flips. August is dressed in an open, short-sleeve button-up with a white tank top underneath and sunglasses resting atop her head. The strap of a small leather satchel can be seen running across her torso. Behind her, a beach around 46 meters across stretches off into the distance, with no beginning or end in sight. 2 bodies of water with the appearance of oceans surround the beach on either side. August takes a deep breath. My name is Julie August. I'm a researcher at the SCP Foundation and have been for the past year. I'm currently stationed at Site-78, where I study type greens, specifically their numerous manipulations and alterations of baseline reality. Yesterday,
I left for an annual 3-day trip I take to my hometown of Baymont View. That's Baymont View, Virginia, by the way. I travel back here every year.
August trails off. She takes another breath.
It doesn't matter. A few hours ago, I was sitting on the beach when I decided that I wanted to take a short walk. So I started walking. And I walked and walked and walked. For hours, I'm guessing. My head just suddenly snapped up, like uh, like I was coming out of a trance. I looked ahead and didn't see any people. So I looked behind me and there was nothing there.
The camera flips as August turns around.
Well, nothing. Just just more beach. At first, I thought I'd just walked for a lot longer than I intended to. So I looked to my left for the beachfront houses, just to see if they could tell me how far I'd walked.
August turns the camera to the left, showing the second ocean.
And the houses were gone too. I've just been walking on this beach for a while now. I don't really know what to do.
The camera flips. August closes her eyes and takes a shuddering breath.
If I had to guess, I have accidentally entered some kind of anomalous space. An endless beach, or a world that's just sand and water.
The edges of her lips twitch.
Or maybe one of them put me here. Breached containment, and I don't know. My phone battery should last a while longer. I'm going to try and send these videos to my work computer, but I doubt it'll work. And I doubt anyone's going to check. For now, I'll just keep walking and try to document this as best I can.
August stops as the camera suddenly jolts to the right, towards one of the oceans.
Did you...
A dark shape slowly appears in the water and starts rapidly moving toward the shore. A Limulus polyphemus, Atlantic horseshoe crab, emerges from the waves, crawling onto the sand and beginning to walk towards August. It appears larger than any other known species of its kind. The front of the entity's SCP-6885-1 body lifts. Hello. The camera turns towards the ground as August begins to run. She runs for approximately 22 minutes before coming to a stop and dropping her phone onto the sand. She puts her hands on her knees, taking in gasping breaths of air. She stands and frantically looks around, paying close attention to the two oceans on either side of her. Immediately, she throws the satchel off her shoulder and drops to her knees, beginning to dig through it. She throws a bottle of sunscreen out and onto the sand. Then, a small notebook, a bottle opener, and a pen. Finally, she pulls out a pocket knife. Her breathing quickens as she struggles to open the blade with shaking hands.
Suddenly, she drops the knife and cries out. Its blade is coated in blood. August holds her right wrist with her left hand as a gash in her palm drips onto the sand. She begins to hyperventilate. In the ocean closest to her, a dark shape moves towards the shore. August scrambles for the knife, crying out again as she places her injured palm on the sand. She crawls several feet back with the knife in her hand, pointed towards 6885-1. It emerges from the water. Stay back! Just get the fuck back! Don't come any closer! Are you alright? Slowly, August lowers the knife. What did you just say? 6885-1 moves forward, and August lifts the knife, crawling several more feet back. I said get away. 6885-1 moves back. I apologize. I just asked if you were alright. August's breathing begins to slow. If I'm alright? -1's body moves back and forth in an almost serpentine manner. Yes, I think you cut yourself. Slowly, August lifts her right hand and takes a shuddering breath. She turns to one side and opens her satchel again, looking inside before immediately raising her left hand and pointing the knife at -1. Don't fucking move. -1 does not move. August digs through her satchel and, around a minute later, curses and closes it, lifting her head towards -1. Without taking her eyes off it, she places the knife between her teeth and rips a piece of cloth from her tank top. She places the knife on the ground next to her and blows as much sand off the wound as possible before wrapping it in the cloth and tying it in a knot. She picks up the knife and stands. Is that better? August points the knife at -1. What are you? -1 sighs. It's similar to the chittering sound made by some mammals. Is that always the first question you ask when you meet someone? Answer the question. I apologize for being brash. You just scared me a bit. August laughs. I scared you? Yes. You are the one currently threatening me with a knife, after all. But it's clear I also frightened you quite a bit. So I apologize for that as well. And to answer your question, in all honesty, I don't really know what I am. You're a horseshoe crab. 6885-1 chitters again. It sounds lighter than before. Yes, I've been called that many times before. But it's like trying to tell the sky it's called the sky, or the beach it's called the beach. When there's only one of something, a name begins to lose its meaning. There are literally thousands of beaches. For you, maybe. August takes a moment to look around at the beach and two oceans. Speaking of beaches... August suddenly straightens her arm again, pointing the knife at 6885-1. It moves back slightly. Again with the knife, Where the hell are we? Dash 1 begins to answer before August takes a step forward and interrupts. Did you bring me here? Did you fucking bring me here?
No, I don't have that kind of power. I don't control this place, nor do I control who walks its sand.
And this place is...
August trails off. Home.
August keeps the knife pointed towards 6885-1 as she looks towards the ocean behind it. So, are there more like you in this place? A family or something?
No, it's just me. And the occasional visitor, of course.
August begins to lower the knife. And what are you called?
I'm called whatever the people who visit me here decide to call me. It's like I said, when there's only one of something, names begin to lose their meaning.
So, I could give you a name?
Dash 1 moves back and forth. If you'd like.
August thinks for a moment before responding. Alright then. I'll call you Dash 1.
Dash 1?
Yes, where I'm from, we designate things by number and order. And since you appear to be the only creature here...
August tightly grips the knife.
If you're not lying to me, that is, then that would make you Dash 1.
It's an interesting name, but I have a feeling it will grow on me.
August reaches down and picks up her satchel, putting it over her shoulder. All right then, if you don't mind, I have some more questions for you, Dash 1.
What's your name?
August clears her throat. My name?
Yes, unless you don't have one, like me. In that case, I could give you a name if you'd...
No, I have one. I have one. It's Dr. August.
6885-1 chitters. Dr. August. Okay. It's nice to meet you.
Right. Back to my questions.
Sure.
August pauses. Actually, August reaches down and picks her phone up off the sand. The camera flips. I'm going to start a new recording for our interview, so I'll be back in... The recording cuts to black.
Addendum -1 Missing Persons. In this first recording, SCP-6885-1 claims that people besides August have gained entry into SCP-6885. This account does corroborate a missing person report filed in Baymont View several years ago, in which the young man reported missing was found after 2 days and diagnosed with transient global amnesia by local specialists. However, this is the only account of another situation like August's occurring in Baymont View, though Dash 1's claims have led Foundation staff to believe that this has indeed occurred more than twice. If there are other entry points into 6885, their locations are currently unknown. Requires further investigation.
Recording number 2. Interview log. Interviewed. SCP-6885-1. Interviewer. Researcher. Julie August. Begin log. The recording returns. August places the camera down on the sand, leaning it up against her satchel. She sits down a small distance away so both her and -1 are in frame. The knife rests in her lap. All right, here's what we know so far.
I apologize for interrupting so early on, but could you please put the knife away? It's making me a bit uncomfortable.
August very slowly closes the knife and places the folded blade into a pocket on the left breast of her short sleeve button-up. I'm afraid that's the best I can do. Having it out may make you uncomfortable, but being defenseless in this new place also makes me a bit jumpy. I figured this is a good compromise. 6885-1 moves back and forth.
I completely understand. Thank you.
August nods. Okay, then. So, here's what we know. I'm in an extra-dimensional, anomalous space in the form of an endless strip of sand between two oceans. The space appears to be home to one other sub-anomalous entity, a horseshoe crab capable of speech.
Am I supposed to say something?
August continues. It claims it cannot control the anomalous space, that it's just a denizen of it. I may be somewhat new to the Foundation, but I've experienced altered reality enough times in my life to know what it feels like to be in an area where reality had been manipulated. This place feels different than all the rest, which makes me inclined to believe -1. -1 chitters.
Thank you.
August clears her throat. But I can't be entirely sure just yet. So let's get on with the interview. That is, if you're willing to comply. -1 moves back and forth.
I'm ready and willing, Dr. August.
August nods. Perfect. We'll start with some history. How long have you been here, -1? -1 thinks for a moment before responding.
It's difficult to say. I rise when it's light and rest when it's dark. But as you can see, with the beach's distinct lack of landmarks, it becomes quite a task to keep up with the flow of time.
Have you ever tried?
I did, after first gaining consciousness. But it's been so long, I forgot when I stopped.
August hums. So, it's fair to say you've been here for quite some time. Years, maybe? Decades?
If I had to guess, you could count my life in single years.
Great. So, you just mentioned something about rising when it's light and resting when it's dark. It is light out right now, but I can't see the sun anywhere in the sky. Could you explain?
I really think that's just a strange quirk of the beach, with no real explanation. No explanation I could ever provide, that is. It's been like this for as long as I can remember.
Which leads us right into our next question. What is your earliest memory? Despite how long you've been here, you should at least have some memories from earlier in your life.
-1 moves back and forth. I do. My earliest memory is of me gliding along the ocean floor toward the shore.
August waits for a moment. That's it?
That's it. I was the same back then as I am now.
So, your earliest memory is of you fully formed. You haven't grown at all since then?
I don't think so. But then again, I have nothing really to measure my growth with.
What about the others who have ended up here? Earlier, you said you were the only one here.
-1 moves back and forth. Right.
But you also mentioned the occasional visitor. Could you explain that a bit more?
Of course. Every once in a while, someone will find themselves on my beach. I usually watch them from a distance for a while before I approach. Most of them just run, not unlike yourself. But you stay to talk, which I appreciate. Thank you.
And do you know how those people ended up on the beach?
I'm sorry, but I don't. I always just find them after they've already gotten here.
August hums. I know I asked you this before, but where is here?
I really don't know. When you've lived in one place your whole life, you never really learn where it stands in the grand scheme of things.
Haven't you ever tried just swimming out from shore in a straight line until you find something?
I have. It's just...
August waits for a moment. What is it? -1 chitters. It sounds low and dull.
I really do think I'm the only thing here. And the thought of missing someone walking the beach always managed to bring me back before I went too far, even if they all just run from me.
Sounds lonely.
It's all right. I manage.
So, if you're the only thing here, how do you survive?
I'm afraid I don't know that either. I guess I've just never really had to worry about dying before.
August laughs. Must be nice. Alright, I've got one more question for you.
Ask away.
August takes a deep breath. If you really aren't controlling this place, do you know how I can leave?
-1 slowly moves back and forth. I'm sorry. I don't.
August groans and puts her head down onto her lap, grabbing at her hair with both hands.
But I know people who have left the beach before.
August's head snaps up. Really? How?
That's the part I don't know. But I've watched it happen from the water. They'll be walking along, and suddenly, they just fade away. I'm assuming it's back to where they came from. But I guess there's no real way of knowing.
August sighs. And you know what they say about assuming? -1 waits for a moment.
I don't. I don't know what they say about assuming.
August hums. So, they just suddenly begin to fade away? Like vanish?
Yes.
In that case, I guess I really don't have much of a choice. I can't just sit here forever.
August stands, picks up her phone, and slings the satchel over her shoulder.
All right then, -1. I'm just going to keep walking and see what happens.
August begins to walk down the strip of sand. -1 follows shortly behind her. Would you mind if I walked with you, Dr. August? August stops, and -1 stops behind her. She thinks for a moment before sighing, nodding, and continuing down the beach.
Sure.
-1 follows close behind. The recording cuts to black. Recording number 7. Recovery log. The recording returns. The sky is bright. August stands and stretches.
What do you say we keep walking, -1?
6885-1 moves back and forth. I'm ready when you are, July. August nods and the pair begins to walk. They walk in silence for around a half hour. August whistles.
I'll tell you what, when we get back, I'm going to sleep like a newborn.
Me as well. I am tired both physically and mentally.
You said it.
-1 stops. Moments later, August stops as well, turning around to face it.
What? What is it?
You may get your wish sooner rather than later. Look. August turns and looks down the beach ahead. Around 100 meters in front of them, the sand on the beach begins to make a sharp turn left, creating another beach and cutting off one of the oceans. Another 100 meters after the new beach, the geography begins to resemble that of baseline reality.
Oh, I guess that means we're coming to the end?
Yes, it does. Please, don't sound too thrilled about it. August laughs.
Sorry. It's just, I thought it would be a bit longer.
Selfishly, I had secretly hoped it would be a bit longer. I apologize. August shakes her head.
No need. I think I hoped for that too. If only just a bit.
Thank you. From this point on, I believe I know what happens. If you continue to walk farther down the beach, at some point, you will begin to fade. August nods.
All right then. Until that time, let's keep walking.
August and -1 continue to walk in silence. Around 8 minutes later, August staggers back and grabs her head. Are you all right?
Fine. It's just my head. Just a wave of a migraine. It should pass in a moment.
-1 avoids looking towards August.
-1, are you all right?
I'm okay.
Are you sure? I've never seen you act like this before. Almost bashful.
I'm sure. August crouches down and leans in towards -1. It shies away.
What aren't you telling me?
Suddenly,
August falls to her hands and knees, closes her eyes, and grits her teeth as another wave passes over her. Slowly, her eyes open halfway as she looks out into the distance, across the ocean. After several moments of silence, she slowly turns back towards -1, her eyes melancholic. When I go back, I'm not going to remember any of this, am I? -1 slowly moves back and forth.
No, I don't believe you will.
August sighs and presses both of her palms onto her eyes. Why didn't you tell me?
I must have gotten lost in our conversation, and it slipped my mind. I'm sorry.
August removes her hands and smiles. Her eyes look red. It's okay. I just wish I'd known earlier. August laughs. I would have paid more attention to what we talked about.
While, yes, you will forget the specifics of our conversation, I do believe you'll retain the feeling of it, if that makes any sense.
I guess I'll find out. Huh?
I guess you will.
Still crouched next to -1, August raises her phone, turns the camera towards them, and takes a picture.
What was that?
It's called a selfie. Now, even if I don't remember exactly what we talked about, August shows -1 the picture. I'll still have something to remember you by.
Thank you, July.
August smiles. And thank you, -1. Or whatever you decide to be called next. I think I'm going to stay as -1. At least for a little while longer. August laughs. You know, that was just a designation, right? -1 moves back and forth. Maybe to you, but to me, it was a wonderful gift from a friend. Slowly, August lowers her hand towards -1, stopping just short of its shell. Would you be alright if I... -1 chitters and nuzzles into August's palm. They remain there for several minutes. Slowly, August stands and wipes her eyes. Could you keep walking with me until it happens?
I would love to.
August and 6885-1 continue to walk down the beach in silence. After around 3 minutes, the recording cuts to black.
Addendum 2. After Action Report. As stated above, researcher August was found wandering the beaches one day after she was supposed to have returned to Site-78. She had no memory of her time spent in SCP-6885, or her conversation with SCP-6885-1. When asked how she received the cut on her right palm, she claimed that she hadn't noticed it until it was pointed out to her. She was not given access to the recordings, but did show signs of intense confusion when first viewing the photo. All lie detector tests performed on August came back negative. Several days after August was recovered, she failed to appear at Site-78 and was reported out of state for 2 days. A tracker placed on her person after recovery showed that she stopped once in South Dakota and once in Wisconsin before returning. Upon her return, she was severely reprimanded by her site director and placed under careful observation. While observing, Foundation staff noted that she had printed out a copy of the picture taken inside of SCP-6885, framed it, and placed it on her desk.